A cat's tail position reveals its mood. If you're like most people, then you probably think of a dog when you want to learn about animal body language. After all, dogs are known for their expressive eyes and wags. But did you know that cats communicate in much the same way? It turns out that your feline friend has a lot to say. In fact, their communication is mostly nonverbal and often involves subtle gestures like tail positions. So today, we'll be taking a deep dive into a cat's tail movements and what they mean. We'll go over 6 different tail positions and how each one relates to your cat's mood. And we'll also discuss other behaviors such as a cat's ear position, eye contact, and vocalization. So stick around until the end of this video if you don't want to miss anything. Starting with number 1, high and wagging. When a cat wags its tail, it's usually excited or anticipating something pleasant, such as a meal. Many owners report that their cats often do this right before mealtime. Unlike dogs, however, cats tend to be less enthusiastic about greeting their owners at the door. They may not jump up and down or wag their tails furiously as some breeds of dogs do. Instead, they may simply meow and rub against your legs. Still, any tail movement, no matter how subtle, is a sign of affection for these independent creatures. After all, cats typically don't show affection through words alone. Number 2, tucked underneath its body. When a cat tucks its tail underneath its body, it usually means that they're either afraid, uncertain, or uncomfortable with something in the environment. This behavior is often seen in kittens, but adult cats can display it too. When a cat feels threatened, they tuck their tail between their legs and curl up into a ball. This makes them appear smaller, which can help deter predators. A cat will also fluff up its tail to make itself look larger. This is called a flag display, and it's a way of driving away a potential threat. Cats are more likely to display this behavior when they're young or old, sick or injured, or if they have a short or stubby tail. Number 3, rapidly thumping its tail on the ground. A cat will rapidly thump its tail on the ground when it's agitated or frightened. This behavior is often followed by growling or hissing and can escalate to more aggressive behavior such as biting or scratching. Typically, this behavior is a warning sign to back off. So if your cat is displaying this behavior, it's best to give them space and let them calm down. Some cats may also thump their tails on the floor when they're excited, such as when they see their owner coming home. In this case, the tail thumping is usually accompanied by meowing and rubbing against your legs. Number 4, swishing from side to side. When a cat is unsure about a situation or feeling aggressive, it will keep its tail low to the ground. However, some breeds, such as Persians and Scottish Folds, tend to carry their tails low even when happy. A cat will swish its tail from side to side when it's focused on a specific target. For example, if they spot an insect or toy on the floor, they may become fixated on it and begin stalking it. The cat will usually move closer to the object while keeping its tail moving. Once it gets close enough, the cat will pounce and try to catch the object. Tail swishing can also be a sign of aggression. If a cat feels threatened or cornered, it may lash out and swipe at the perceived threat with its paw. In this case, the tail swishing will usually be accompanied by growling or hissing. Number 5, held up with a curve at the tip. A tail held upright with a slight curve at the tip, like a question mark, signals that the cat is friendly or playfully excited. Cats typically display this behavior when they're playing with a favorite toy or with their owner. When a cat is in a playful mood, it will often chase your hand or fingers as if they're a small animal squealing as it runs. This is because cats have a natural instinct to hunt small animals such as mice and birds. Therefore, your cat may view your hand or fingers as prey. If you're playing with your cat, be sure to keep an eye on its body language. If it becomes overly aggressive, such as biting or scratching, then it's time to take a break and let your cat calm down. Number 6, held straight up. When a cat's tail is held straight up, it shows that the cat is confident, excited, or satisfied. This is often seen when a cat greets its owner at the door after a long day away. The cat is happy to see its owner and wants to show its excitement. A cat may also hold its tail straight up when it's marking its territory. Cats typically mark their territory by spraying urine, but they can also use other methods, such as scratching objects with their claws. When a cat scratches an object, it leaves behind scent glands from its paws that serve as a form of identification. In addition to tail position, cats also communicate through their ear position, eye contact, and vocalization. For example, forward-facing ears indicate alertness, while flattened ears back against the head show fear or aggression. Dilated pupils usually mean that a cat is excited or trying to communicate with its owner. However, constricted pupils could be a sign of stress or anxiety. Cats meow for various reasons, but they typically only meow at humans. They use meowing to get our attention so that we can help them with something they need, such as food or water. Purring is another form of communication that cats use to express contentment or satisfaction. When a cat purrs, it's usually feeling relaxed and comfortable. However, cats can also purr when they're in pain or stressed. Therefore, it's important to pay attention to your cat's other body language cues to determine its emotional state. Overall, cats are masters at communicating with us through subtle gestures like tail positions. By paying attention to our feline friends and learning their body language, we can better understand their needs and provide them with the care they deserve. Cats are independent creatures who don't always feel like talking, but they still need to communicate with us. Their tail position is one of the ways they do this, so it's important for us to pay attention and learn their language. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought and check out our other videos. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.